G'day guys and welcome back to another video on my channel, Nintendo Down Under. My top 5 rarest items in my collection. I get this question a fair bit. What's your rarest item? What's your coolest item? What's your most expensive item? What's your top 5 or top 10? So today is the day. The time is right. I'm going to do that list. I'm going to do my top 5 rarest items in my collection. And this is a tricky one because I've got lots of stuff, lots of consoles, games, standees, collectibles, so much stuff. So to narrow it down to just 5 when there could be so many things on that list is a tricky one, but I've given it a go. Stick around, here we go. So coming in at number 5 is my Banjo Kazooie console, one of my favourite pieces in my collection and very sought after and hard to find. I've been searching games and things and Nintendo stuff for my collection for years, and the Banjo Kazooie console, not once have I ever seen it come up on eBay, Amazon, your local markets, Facebook Market, Gumtree, whatever. I've never seen it for sale. I was lucky enough a few years ago to purchase this from another collector who decided, I've had enough, I want to downscale, I don't want my collection anymore, and I managed to pinch this off him. But that's the lucky way I got this, and I haven't seen it since. I've had offers for this thing. I've had some extremely expensive offers for this item before. Very tempting, don't you worry about that. But once I sell it, I probably wouldn't be able to get it back anytime soon, or if ever, so I've held on to it. It's just basically a UK variant, I'm pretty sure. Beautiful box art of Banjo Kazooie. The console is just a standard grey console, so imagine if that was like a Banjo Kazooie console with a Banjo Kazooie controller. That would have been amazing. Excuse the glare, it's in a protective case, look after this bad boy. But yep, coming in at number 5 is my Banjo Kazooie Nintendo 64 console. And coming in at number 4 is my Nintendo 64 kiosk machine. It was really hard to get a decent camera angle of this machine because it's so long, but this is the best I could do, unfortunately, by manipulating the camera down the room. But yes, this is one of 3 kiosk machines I do own the GameCube one and an arcade Nintendo machine, but this is my favorite. Was really hard to get. It took me a lot of traveling and running around the country to get it. A bit of wheeling and dealing, but I managed to get it in my collection. I've done a video on this if you want to check out the whole story of my Nintendo 64 kiosk machine. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite pieces. The camera can't do it justice, like I said, but you know, it's got the full dome down the bottom with a Nintendo 64 symbol and everything there. It's got the light up top, it's got the plastic dome here to protect the game, the controller handles, comes with the TV, the cage. It's really, really nice, really good, and yeah, it comes in at number 4 in my collection. Number 3, my Banjo Kazooie standee. This is special for a few different reasons. It's special because it's Banjo, it's Kazooie, it's very collectible, and it's also very special because I picked this thing up brand new. I picked it up in my early 2019. This game came out in 2000, so you could say this is probably about 19 years old. It come in the packing box. I had to get the cardboard cut out so the character's out of its like cardboard shape, put together for its first time. It is mint, it is beautiful, and I'm extremely lucky to have it. I can't believe I managed to snag it, not only in my own country, but where I live in Australia as well. Fantastic. I've had some really generous offers for this piece before, but again, I can't get rid of it. It means too much to me. I love it. Yeah, definitely in my top 5, and that's why it's sitting at number 3 in my top 5 rarest items in my collection. And at number 2, this Zelda Ocarina of Time Nintendo 64 edition. To snag this was bloody just mind-blowing when I managed to get this. So a little bit of a backstory. This was like a Belgium exclusive console. and you got this code, I think, and if you sent that code into Nintendo, you got like the game or something. There's very little information about it out there, but that's basically the story I know, that yes, this is from Belgium. I have seen another collector with this console, and theirs is a lot more minty than mine. Mine's not terrible by any means, but the one they had was like practically like my Banjo Kazooie Standy, brand new. To have like a brand new one where it was only like like $200 or something made of these in Belgium, to have it like mint was crazy. So he must have decided, or the parents, or when he was younger, decided I'm going to put this aside, never open or never touch it, because it was bloody awesome. So yeah, that's the sort of backstory about that one, Belgium exclusive. Yeah, really awesome. It comes in at number 2 for sure. Had to fit it in my top 5. Again, sorry about the glare with the light, because it's got a protective case and we've got to look after our very rare items. But yes, number 2. And at number 1, we're going to keep with the console theme at the moment to finish it off, is my Perfect Dark N64. Again, sorry about the glare. This thing is extremely rare, and there is little to no information about this out there. So this is, I think, a Swedish variant. So it does have, like, you know, the grey console displayed here, but it does come with a sticker that says it's a jungle green one, and yes, there's a jungle green N64 inside this. But yeah, there is hardly any of these out there at all. So it comes with a sleeve. The sleeve goes over the top of the N64 console, this Perfect Dark sleeve that you can see. So there's a website out there, consolevariations.com. They've updated their site now, but back a couple of years ago they didn't even have a picture of this variant or any information, so I sent my picture in, and they actually used my console as the reference of like a console that you can get in the world. So that's how rare this thing is. They didn't have one on file, they had to use my photo I sent them. So yeah, this definitely comes in at number 1, but it was hard though. So many things today missed out. So many games I could have put in, more kiosk machines, other consoles. I've got so many consoles I didn't even show. If I did like a top 20 or 30, it would have gone on for ages. You know, all sealed amiibos, so all my special edition 3DSs. There's so much stuff I haven't shown today, but this definitely takes the cake at number 1. Again, lots of generous offers for this as well. But yeah, super happy and lucky to have this in my collection. And yeah, I just sometimes I got to be really sit back and smell the roses and see how lucky I am to have some of these things in my collection. But I'd love to hear your feedback down below in the comments. What did you think of my top 5 rarest items in my collection? Have you seen things before in my collection that should have been featured? What's some of your rarest items you own that I don't own? I'd love to hear everyone else's feedback and list down below in the comments. And if you haven't seen the full collection, if you want to see more of these consoles, more of these games, things I spoke about today, check out some of my other videos, my room tour videos I've done before if you're new to the channel, to see other stuff in my collection more up. I think my room tour 2020, that went for an hour and 15 minutes. Because I've got this massive room, I've got another area, and that other area has just grown heaps now as well. Yes, there's so much to check out if you're new to the channel. And if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like us on Facebook, Nintendo Down Under. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Nintendo Down Under. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and take care.